In this video I'm going to show you how to use the NIST Thermophysical Properties of Fluid Systems website. So there are a range of properties that are available on this website, and in order to obtain these we first need to select the species that we're interested in. So there's a big list of those here. I'm going to select nitrogen. The next step then is to select the units that we're interested in, and I'm just going to leave these as the default, but you could change these as required. The next step then is to choose the desired type of data, and I'm going to show you how this works for saturation properties with temperature increments. And I'm just going to leave this as default for fluid in terms of the standard state convention that's used. You then press continue, and you need to enter the low temperature, the high temperature and the increments that you want. So these could be anything that you want as long as you stay within these boundaries. So I'm going to stick with 65 for the low value, this is just above the minimum value, and 125 for the maximum value, and I'm going to go in 5-degree increments. Of course you could pick anything that you wanted. And then I'm going to click press for data, and if we scroll down what we'll see is a graph of this data, and we can change what goes on the x-axis, what goes on the y-axis, and then there's also some additional fluid properties here, some critical values, and then some references. But if we go back up, what's really neat is that we can click download data, and then we get this big table of data here, and I'm going to show you how to make this usable. So if you just click Control A, Control C, you can then paste that into a notepad document and click File, Save As, and I'm just going to call this data, and then close that. And if we come over to Excel, you can click File, Open, Browse, and then we need to be in the right folder where we saved it, and we click All Files. Now we can open this text document, and then this wizard will come up, and we need the delimited option. Click Next, and it's already got the tab delimiter selected, and because this is a tab delimited file, this will nicely separate all the data out for us. Click Next, and then we click Finish, and then we get all the data shown here. So this is really useful. We've got temperature, pressure, density of the liquid, volume of the liquid, and these are all the saturation properties. So this can be incredibly useful for different things that we might want to do in chemical engineering, and yeah, this is just a quick overview of how to get that data and how to put it into a usable format within Excel. So I hope you found that useful. Please feel free to explore and try out different ways of extracting the data and different things, but this is your way into getting some usable data.